bye-bye, BBC. I mean, this really should be the story that totals Auntie, isn't it? And it's not going to, but what they did with Panorama, where they took an hour-long speech by President Trump and then spliced it,
Really
an hour-and-a-half segment, spliced it together to make it sound like he's inciting insurrection with, like, the mood music and the doom filter over the top.
Shame. It's so sad.
Hundreds of pages of misinformation and some outright lies, and some of them, most damning of all, lies they actually knew to be lies. So I used to work at the BBC as well. I have always believed in the BBC ideals, but the fact is they betrayed it. They've been betraying it now for at least the last 10 years or so.
This is not about clipping actuality, topping and tailing to tell a narrative. This is basically being Dr. Frankenstein to turn a man into a monster. It's just outright lying.
What a glorious Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, because we got more fake news. Finding out BBC director Tim Davie is resigning today. This is the top guy over there, as well as another chief executive, Deborah Turness, for doctoring footage.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Now, they didn't, obviously, they're the top executives, so they're not the ones who actually doctored the footage, but they thought that they could get away with it, guys. You know, I know some people are like, oh, these people should be in jail, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. We can't have everything. But they're still finding out. A lot of these people are still losing jobs. They still got to pay. It's more than just, oh, they lost a little bit of credibility. No, the credibility has been gone. Like, they're not getting that back for a long time. But they are literally losing everything for what they did to President Trump and for what they did deceiving all the American people. Let's go ahead and react to this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
Well, it's the biggest story in town. It turns out American President Donald Trump was onto something.
Of course he was.
Where are you from?
BBC.
Okay. Here's another beauty.
It's a good line. Impartial, free and fair.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that criticism of the BBC and John Sopel, who was talking to there, apparently was well-founded, because the so-called impartial and accurate public service broadcaster is nothing but.
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically that nobody... No, Mr. President...
Because tonight the BBC is facing serious questions over its credibility after the Daily Telegraph exposed a Panorama segment that heavily doctored a speech by the American president in 2021, hours before the infamous January the 6th Capitol riot. As you're about to hear, the corporation spliced together two quotes 1 hour apart to make it seem like he encouraged an insurrection.
I want to go ahead, before they continue, point out that if you look at this footage, nobody's even rioting initially. The cops incited the people to riot. I know a lot of people don't understand that. As again, if a cop, let's just say, walks up to you and starts attacking you, and like he punches you in the face, and then you punch him back, and then they're like, you attacked the cop, you attacked the police officer. That's effectively what they did here, which pisses me off when people, oh, they attack cops. They didn't attack cops. The cops attacked them.
Spliced together two quotes 1 hour apart to make it seem like he encouraged an insurrection.
An hour apart.
They played the following clip.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell.
But Trump didn't, in fact, say this at all. The BBC spliced together two clips that took place 54 minutes apart. So let's go through it again.
Incredible.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you.
Now, see there, between Capitol and, that's a cut. Here's what Trump actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
It's different. It wasn't until nearly an hour later that he then said the second part of the BBC's version.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol. and we fight. We fight like hell.
That is damning stuff. Now, this, of course, is coming from the holier-than-thou BBC that even has its own so-called fact-checking service named BBC Verify that they claim counters disinformation. Oh, the irony.
Guys, any of those freaking disinformation people, all those stupid little third parties, is a bunch of left-wing hacks. I learned that a long time ago. This is when my distrust for the left literally started, is during the pandemic, where they had independent fact checkers all over Facebook that were just taking anything down left and right where you criticize anything related to masks or the jab. Yeah, I learned not to trust them a long time ago, and I'm hoping that you did as well. As a matter of fact, I don't want to hear nothing about no fact checkers. The fact check needs to be you go and you do a Google search, you go and you do research on your own. You're checking AI, you're checking multiple sources and seeing what the source, where the source got that information from. That's your fact check. The fact check should never be even coming to this channel or listening to certain news stations, none of that, because there could be a bias inserted anywhere. Obviously, I'm going to try to avoid that on this channel. So trust is important, but no, you shouldn't just believe everything that you hear, because anybody could be wrong or ideologically driven at any point in time. And as you can see, this is exactly what's happened here. I'm glad that this loser is resigning in disgrace after deceiving the American people. Man, these people really thought that they could get a Democrat in office, because that's what's crazy. If they would have got a Democrat in office, they probably would have got away with this, guys. That's what's so crazy about this. It's like the reason why they went so hard against Trump is because all of the fake news knew. They knew that, man, if Trump gets back in office, we're going to be exposed. I could lose my job. I could lose everything. We can't let him get in office. We cannot let it happen. I don't care what we do, what we say, just stop him. Send him to jail. We don't care. Just make sure to get him the hell out of here, because I'm going to lose everything. It's too late. We lied already. We got to keep the lies going, guys. It's too late. That's what happens when you're a lying piece of garbage. You stack one lie on top of the next, and before you know it, it's like a freaking leaning tower. It's like you're playing Jenga. You know, the game with the little stick blocks that you keep taking from the bottom and put it on the top, and eventually just woo, the whole thing just topples over. And it happens in an instant. And that's what's happening here. That's what happened to this fool's career. Because where the hell you going to go now? I hope you made a lot of money at the BBC, because you're probably not going to be working anywhere else or having any independent podcasts. I hope them investments are working out for you, because that's pretty much all you got to take care of you and your family. And same thing to this whack behind Deborah lady. She can screw off too. I'm glad that both of these losers are resigning in disgrace, and I'm hoping that we don't stop there. Let's go ahead and get the lawsuits coming. Let's go ahead and forget the settlements. Let's let this evidence bear out. This is, you see this? This is why CBS and other networks, I think, who else got sued? It was ABC and CBS got sued. I think the BBC also got sued. I can't remember. Let me know in the comments if I'm forgetting anybody, but that's the reason why they keep selling the suits. They don't want this evidence to release to the public. They don't want the news stories about them. They're afraid of the truth. They know that they're ideologically driven and biased networks. They're not stupid. I mean, they're stupid enough to keep it going, but they're not stupid enough to not believe something that's so obvious. So yeah, they're trying to prevent that discovery phase and prevent being on front page news. They want the news to be, we settled a lawsuit, not that we lied to the public, because that is way more damning to say that you lied and you got caught. But anyway, guys, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, 655, Cat 3309, and Noodle. Could not do it without you.
Finally now, we have accountability. Is it going to change anything? Is it going to change the culture? Frankly, I don't believe so. Certainly not within BBC News. That is an ideologically captured organisation that